Guys, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7 has finally launched and has some of you wondering, how on earth am I going to survive this alien apocalypse? Well, in this video I'm going to show you and explain to you how you can actually get your Vicroys and actually eliminate your enemies with all of the upcoming updates and everything else, along with the UFOs that you might be handling in the future. But first of all, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video if you guys enjoyed the content. For our first tip, we're going to start off with building. Now, if you haven't used the skill building, which I don't think many of you have neglected to build in the past, but if you haven't, well, this is the season to start trying to practice. Now, some of the UFOs and the new guns are really overpowered, seeing as this season just launched, and some of the players are going to be really OP and pretty much sweats. So you're going to need to learn how to build a little bit better than you did originally last season, because the gunship or the ray guns that you're going to be going against are pretty powerful, as you can see here. Now, as I said before, defense is going to be a really big strategy working with this survival guide. But as I said, building, you're going to need to learn how to build really well and practice in creative mode quite a bit. Also, use some of the updated UFOs to try and use to your advantage if you need to flee from a fight. Remember, it's good to flee from a fight rather than dying on the spot and having to go through a whole another game, which, if you care about your KD, is gonna ruin your game totally. Now, as I said before, you're going to need to know how to use the UFO to your advantage with defense. Now, say there's a couple players on a hill or lower than you, and you have a UFO that seems to be right next to you. Take that as an advantage to use the guns that are on the ship to actually break down their builds. Now, it does do some damage, but there's also a risk that they might have pretty powerful weapons and might take down your ship pretty easily. So, use the UFO as an advantage to take down the builds, exit the UFO, and then finalize your kill. But also, make sure you use the builds after you leave the UFO to your advantage so that you can easily defend against all the powerful weapons that they might have, such as a ray gun or the new sniper rifle that they have. Now let's get into some offensive strategies to get your kills easily with the new updated ray guns and the sniper rifles that were added to the game. Let's get straight into it. Now, first of all, let's keep in mind that any of these gun strategies that I'm explaining might get nerfed sometime in the future by Epic Games, because, well, the season just came out and you can expect quite a bit of nerfs to the guns, the UFO gunship, controls. I can't really explain it, but just expect it to get nerfed at some point, and if I do need to have another tutorial on this guide, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to try and upload one pretty soon. Now, getting straight into offense, you're going to need to know how to use the ins and outs of the new ray weapons, the alien rifles, and all that. I don't remember the exact name of all these weapons, so forgive me. Now, you do have to keep in mind that the recoil of these guns can be quite scarce. It's not easy to use, but as you get used to it throughout the season, you will actually gain some of your own skills to actually, fight in some of these battles. But you need to take high advantage of these new guns and not say that they suck or anything else to other players, because there are a lot of things that can actually help you with these guns to actually get wins and kills. First of all, make sure when you have a lot of recoil to go through, or if they have a new update nerfing some of these guns, you're going to need to know how to build in between your shots. This will make it so that it is harder for the players to actually shoot you while you are vulnerable. Now, as for keeping yourself alive, period, I'm not talking about offense or defense, I'm talking about keeping your health up. It is basically, keep heals in your inventory. Make sure you have at least a med kit or like 10 bandages so you can heal up, or make sure you have a whole bunch of shield potions to, take as you go, and make sure you're healing as you get out of fights or in the mid-range of fights, using your builds, of course, in the middle. The second thing you might need to note on is rushing people may not be as easy as it was the previous seasons, as the UFOs and the new guns are a bit harder to use and the players might rush you with the UFO, as the guns are currently before any updates and the season just released. Well, they're pretty powerful and it could take you down real quick, so be sure to be cautious and only take advantage of your strategies and your shots when you're in the distance. But if you have the advantage to actually rush them when they're vulnerable, please take it and actually get that win pretty easily. Now that is going to be it for this season's survival guide. I will have an updated video if you guys do want one in the future. Just put it in the comment section below and I will make one if you do need any information on any of the new guns, any other strategies I might have not mentioned. Be sure to help anyone you can in the comment section, as they do need help as well. And make sure you guys place a subscribe and like button if this helped you in any way. And be sure to mention anything I might have not mentioned in the video. And without further ado, you guys have a great day. It's been a great season so far. I'm happy to see everything that they've added, and I'm excited to see all the new updates they might have in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. You